Meeting logistics, please silence your communication devices. Exits are through the kitchen, and over here, don't walk through these doors. Coffee, water, fire extinguishers in the kitchen. Martha has brought some delicious snacks that are on the back table. Restrooms are out through the entrance. Please watch the cords on the floor, especially in the front. And after the meeting, please help us sweep, clean up, and put the chairs away. So typically the tradition of NFARL has been to welcome new members and first-timers. So at this point, are there any first-time members or new members to the club that you can stand up and give us your call sign? Yes, sir. And what club are you with? Welcome.
Jonathan Ng, KM4NSN.
Welcome.
Southeast Houston.
Welcome. Long way. And Mike.
Mike, KM4QHH, Marietta. Remember the club last night?
Well, welcome. There you go. All get membership pack. Any other new members? Okay. We're going to reinstate the roll call. So, Tim, if you'll start, and we'll go around the room. Go ahead.
K4RGK, Merrill.
K4UPI, Lori.
KK4USI, Jerry.
KS4KJ, not mobile.
N4FN.
ON6DL from Belgium.
Welcome.
W2CQHZ, Dubuque.
Jim KD1I.
Steve,
Bill, K4YJJ.
David KJ4CNY.
West, W3WL.
Scott, KM4JXE.
Stephen KW4HQ.
Terry, W4YBB.
Lotto KC4P8.
Mike, K4LJ2.
Mike, KM4QHH.
Cole, KD7YHT. Mike, KK4YEQ.
Mike, N4MET.
Kathy, KI4SBK.
Bob, KI4SBL.
George, KI4DSO.
Steve W9SH. No traffic.
Brian, I haven't taken the test yet.
What's your name?
Brian.
Brian, welcome.
Ana Maria, KM4AUP.
Charles, KM4AUS.
Aaron, KK4LOV. Jonathan, KN4NSN.
You'll learn it.
Yes,
Jim, N4SEC.
Pat, N4ZAX.
John, N4TOL. Mark, KK4BQJ. Gabriel, KK4BZU.
Warren, KD4Z.
Fred, KK4JYO.
Glenn, KM4PUB.
Ed, KC4ZGK.
Dave, KD4ICT. Chris, KI4APG.
Grant, KK4PCR.
Larry's KM4JLC.
Wayne, KE4WYU.
Bob, 84BT.
Matt, W9OEQ. Shane, KF4TJY.
Hal, KK1B.
Ian, KM4IK.
Sean, N4BRR.
John, K4SQC.
Joe, N7QPP.
J AK4QT.
Roger, N7DU.
Bill, K4YJI.
Rick, K4RAB.
Mike, AD4MC.
Martha, W4MSA.
Steve, go ahead.
Steve, KC4YBO.
Bill, W4OO.
Craig, NZ4CW.
Tim, WK4U. Walter, W0RON.
Jim, W4JDS.
Fred, N4CLA, Mobile.
Melanie, AG4YL.
Bob.
Lowercase.
Bob, K4BB.
Tony, K4AWS.
Keith, KEITH. I'm on a different mailing list of Tim's.
And I'm Scott, KB4, KBS.
Steve KM4NSP.
Lee, KT4LS.
Good. Well, welcome everyone. Looking forward to a great 2016. As you know, we held elections in October, and there was a new slate of officers that were elected that actually took over after the holiday party, I believe. But I'd like to recognize the effort and dedication and hard work of our past executive team. Bob Beeman, K4BB lowercase, was president, and he's in the back. Scott Straw, KB4 KBS, was our vice president and head of the programs. Wait. Catherine Todd, I haven't seen her tonight. KK4 UBQ was our secretary. Of course, Fred N4CLA was our treasurer. John Tramontanis, did I say that right, John? Yep. Very good. N4TOL did activities, and Neil Foster at N4FN was our past president and mentor. So at this point, I'd like to introduce the new executive team. You've met me. Mike Birmingham, K4LGJ, is our VP, up in the front, captain. Lori, K4UPI, is our secretary. Fred Moore has agreed to be treasurer again. Daryl Young, K4RGK, is going to take over for activities for this year. Pablo Ani, AC4PA, is memberships. And of course, Bob Beeman will be mentoring us as the past president. I also want to thank the team that put together the holiday party. I know some of you who came to the holiday party this year. I think this was one of the best holiday party, but special thanks to Bob Citronberg. He, with Bambinelli's, put together a fine Italian buffet for us. Lori Young took the call to help with the decorations, which were fabulous, and I know, Daryl, you helped too. John Klug, K4SQC and family, with some other elves, helped serve. And then Joe Camilli and I believe Joe Ursa were also in the food service line. So thank you for everybody. If you missed it, it was a great time. And the club doesn't recognize Ham of the Year every year, but last year we recognized John Klug, K4SQC, as the Norfolk Ham of the Year for 2015. John, stand up. Mr. Bow. Back one. So many of you know Jim Stafford, W4QO from the club. He's been battling an illness for a while with pancreatitis, but he's recuperating. He's doing well. And Steve Mays actually came up with the idea of doing a little club video, a get well soon message that we can send to Jim while he's recuperating. So I'm going to turn it over to Steve and Bill and lead us through this.
Hi, Jim. How you doing? You haven't been feeling well lately, but we've been thinking about you a lot. We wanted to say that we had been thinking of you, and we're hoping you're getting better, and it will be getting better quickly. And we look forward to the day where we can see you out in the audience and be able to talk to you here. So keep progressing. We'll see you soon. And everybody?
AC4PA for an update on our membership.
Thank you, Mark. Okay. So you see the numbers of our membership. They didn't change much since last month, but I hope so. Just yesterday night we got one new member, and I hope we will increase our membership during this year. But the most important thing is that you don't forget to renew your membership. Because I can tell you from my personal experience, once I forgot about that, and maybe I missed the email from the club, and then at some point Neil came to the meeting asking me, "Are you still a member?" And you know, it's not a good situation when you are asked, "Are you still a member?" So better to renew. And here is the instruction how to renew, how to check if you are still a member, and how to check when your membership is going to expire. And you know, if it's less than 2 months ahead, maybe it's a good idea to renew your membership. And to renew it, you go to NFARL.org and go to Mart, and then you can renew your membership. And also on the same page, you can also renew your ARRL membership if you want to. So that's all about membership for this year. Please don't forget to renew your membership. And next slide is over to Daryl.
All right, thank you. I'm sure all of you are surprised to see me here. I am. I just learned of this change a couple of weeks ago, and I stepped up when I got the call. And if I would call on anybody here to help with activities, to lead, or to participate, I hope that any or all of you would also step up. It's our club. The monthly club meeting is one of our activities, so thank you for being here. This is always great to see a good turnout. Would like, if anybody that knows other folks that are club members that are not here at the meeting, try to get them to come to the meeting. Try to get them to put it on their calendar and show up. It's one of our activities, so we'd love to see all the members here. NFARL is one of the premier clubs in our area. We're visible at radio events, like Tech Fest. We were just there. Other clubs and other hams expect to see us there. Our kit building at Tech Fest is great, and of course, Ham Jam's one of the things that NFARL does that's fantastic, and the Atlanta community just looks for us to be there. The 2016 executive team is dedicated to improving maintaining and improving that premier status. So hopefully, if we all participate in activities, and we'll have fun doing it, and we'll keep the club being one of the best clubs in the area. If you have any ideas for any activities that you'd like to see, please don't hesitate to contact me, K4RGK@NFARL.org, or any of the executive team. One of the things that had going for quite a while is TechNet on Mondays. Excuse me. We'd like to keep it going, but we need some more participation there. Really, we need to get a lot of folks checking in and asking questions, and other folks coming that might have some good answers for us. So, I'd like to see that keep going. YLNet on Thursdays is doing well. I understand over 1,000 check-ins so far. The YouthNet on Wednesdays. Martha, can you tell us anything about the YouthNet? I think Martha's here somewhere.
Yeah, it's on Wednesdays. If you know some young hams, or perhaps if you want to get your own children on, if you're a service control op, we go from 7 to roughly 8, and just have a good time chatting. I don't know what else to say. But.
Thank you, Martha. And of course, North Fulton Aries has a meeting once a month. The next one is February 9th, and I believe Mike's going to talk about Aries here in a little bit. And Ian runs the VE test session once a month as well. The NFARL executive meeting, Lori's managed to find a new location for us this year, and hopefully that's going to work out at Arbor Terrace. So all members are welcome at executive meetings. Dalton Ham Fest is coming up. NFARL will be participating there, right? We have a table there. Okay. The transmitter hunt. This is going to be a area-wide competition, if you will. And I'm going to get John to talk to us about that, as well as field day here in a minute. All of our activities are listed on the club website, so always check there and see what's going on, see what you might want to participate in, and anything, any kind of leadership or participation we can certainly use. I'd like to see everybody getting involved this year. That's one of the big things we want to do, is get more involvement from everybody in all the activities. John, will you talk to us about box hunt and field day, please?
Happy to do that, and thank you, Daryl. The transmitter hunt's going to be kind of a fun thing. We've talked about it a lot, and we've talked about maybe doing a multi-club one. Well, it turns out that Kyle from GARS has organized basically a North Metro transmitter hunt to be held sometime in April, not on the same weekend as the Georgia Cuso party. There's been a lot of debate back and forth about whether we should have a hunt where you drive around in the car to find the transmitter, or if you walk And as one of my chief financial officers used to say, avoid the tyranny of the or. This hunt is going to be both. There will be a 10 to 20 watt 2-meter transmitter somewhere in Fulton, Gwinnett, DeKalb, or South Forsyth that you get to find with your car. Once you've found it with your car, in the same area will be a 70 centimeter low power transmitter that is actually keying the 2-meter transmitter. And it is the 70 centimeter transmitter that is actually the fox that we're hunting for. So that will be the walking part. There will be 2 divisions. One, for lack of a better term, classic. That's the backpack with the tin board in it, or the directional loops. The other class will be for Doppler assisted. It's not probably fair to mix those two. So there will be 2 classes, and there is a trophy that will go to the club that wins each class. So I really hope that we can get some teams together here at NARFL to participate in that. Tim, where are you? Tim Lemon is in the back, and myself are going to serve as kind of the liaisons to make this happen. But this should be a real good opportunity to have some fun, and it actually has also some practical value in teaching us how to find jammers and those types of things. The second item on the list that is, alas, mine is field day. I stood before you this time last year and said I was not going, thank you very much, I'm not going to do this again. There was a crush of people trying to get through the door to be the field day chairman. And so I get to do it again. If you don't know, you should all give yourselves a hand. We were first in the nation in 3A last year. Huge accomplishment. Our goal for this year is to maintain that. We'd like to move into the top 10 overall. And most importantly, we want to get more people involved. I've asked every band captain, every position to be training a backup, somebody new, so that we can bring more and more people into this adventure. And that's all I'll say for field day right now. We are planning, yes, Mr. Lowercase BB.
Yes. Reference the transmitter hunt, where do we go for information on how to put gear together and antennas and stuff like that?
Well, I would think that's one of the things that we need to, I can't tell you right now, but we are going to need to be able, that's part of developing those teams, is who's got the gear. I know Wes bought a Doppler unit and the sellout of the Ramsey kit, so I'm looking to him for a Doppler. Stay tuned, it'll be on the website.
Thank you.
Thank you, John, for everything you did for field day last year, but also just very much thank you for stepping up to do it again this year, because you really did a great job, and we really want to do as well as we did last year. We know we will with you at the helm there, John. Thanks a lot. But you keep hearing that recurring theme that we need more people to get involved. We'd like everybody to try to get involved some way or another in field day. So you can see John or any member of the executive team. Let's get you all involved. And let's get more people here to the meetings and participating in that activity, and that'll lead to more activities. As I mentioned, I just got a call and I stood up and I'm gonna take it, and hopefully everybody else can do the same. So it's our club. Let's make it better. One of the other big ones this year that I'm really looking forward to is National Parks on the Air. ARRL, celebrating 100th anniversary of the national parks. And Terry Joyner is going to lead that effort for us, and I think he's going to give us a little bit of information about it. Terry?
Thank you. I'm about half blind, so I'm going to need the lights on up here where I can read my own notes. If I can. On. I can't even see this thing. I hope by now that everybody's had an opportunity to at least get familiar with what the National Parks on the Air program is all about.
Fred, turn the lights on.
Probably you've had the opportunity to work some of the stations. They've been quite active over the last 3 weeks. When they first announced this program, I started putting things together as to what we could do as a club to get involved, to make our club shine next year when they go and divvy up all the scores and all on who activated the parks throughout the country. And I came up with a crazy idea, and I think it'll fly. I came up with the idea of doing a North Fulton Club challenge. And this would be to challenge every club member to go out and participate in the program by either going to a park and activating it, or from your house, from your own station, working as many of the parks as you can over the next year. So there's no rush to get into this thing, because we got a whole year to do it. 11 and a half months left. The way I see this thing working, and hopefully this is a work in progress, so bear with us. It's going to be open to all club members to participate, and everybody will be eligible to get involved in it by using the club call. If you want to go out and activate a park, you can go out and work 10 stations, which would get you activated, get the park activated, using the club call. That information log will be kept separate. Then if you want to activate the park yourself using your own call, because ARRL is giving out some neat certificates this year and some prizes. So you could operate with the club call, get the 10 contacts, immediately go to your call and work as many as you wanted to. Or if you want to continue on with the club call, you're welcome to do that. Anybody's eligible to work the club call. Dave's going to stand up and talk a little bit about how you access a club call and how you can use it.
Which club call?
NFARL. What we're going to do is for the most contacts for the club members, the most miles traveled, the most parks either activated or the most chasers, which are chasing parks, give out some awards next year. 1 year from now, we'll have a special program that night giving out awards, letting people get up and talk about their experiences in their parks, how they went about it and all. It'll be kind of an exciting night. That'll be the program for 2017. So it's already on the books. We have a program for 2017. We're putting together a club team to go out and activate the 11 parks, national parks that are in the state of Georgia. And right now myself, Jim Payne, West, and Dave are part of the team. We need about 3 or 4 more team members to join up with us to be able to go out either during the week or on the weekends and make some of these trips. Now, as I said, there are 11 parks in Georgia. There are about 9 or 10 in Alabama. Some of these parks are closer than some of the parks in Georgia. So we'll probably be looking at going to Alabama, maybe going up to Chattanooga, maybe up to South Carolina, activating some of those parks. For the team members who are activating the parks as a club, we're not eligible for the little certificates and prizes that we're going to give out 1 year from tonight for all your efforts that you put into this program. What do you need to do to be a part of it? Well, the first thing to do, if you want to go out starting tonight or tomorrow, either chasing a park or activating a park using the club call, get in contact with Dave. Let him put you through the procedure. I'm going to call on Dave in just a minute how you need to go about doing that. But you need to turn in a log to Dave so he can put it on LOTW. If you're going to do it for the club, for points for the club, you need to get that information to me, and my email address and all is on this sheet of paper. If you want to use our banner, which the club bought this past couple of weeks ago, right now I'm going to have the banner in my possession, but if you want to get a group of guys together, girls together, and go out and activate a park and want to use the banner, let us know. We'll get it set up and get it to you. Let's see. A lot of people right now saying, well, I don't know if I'm going to go to a park this year or not. Well, probably when you start making your vacation plans and all, you can start looking at what state you're going to and maybe looking around to see what national park you want to travel to. Here's an opportunity to activate a park, give the club some points, also get some certificates for yourself for activating the park. The biggest thing that's going to happen is August the 20th and 21st, we're going to have a special event station set up for the club. It's going to be in the Chattahoochee River Park corridor. Right now we're looking at setting it up in Allenbrook. I've got to get a permit for the park. We're going to set up a big station with a lot of antennas and a lot of activity. So that's in the works too. Right now it looks like we're going to do it at Allenbrook which if there's any of you that's not familiar with Allenbrook, it's an old brick homes down on South Atlanta Street, right before you go over the Chattahoochee River. It's off to the left, and it is part of the park system. And we're looking at maybe getting it and setting up. That's the highest point in the Chattahoochee corridor. And I thought maybe by using that area for a special event station, we'd get more participation in it. The biggest thing is, if you're not familiar with the program at all, is go to the website that ARRL has set up. They've got more information there than you'll ever want to know. If you participate in this, make sure you take a lot of photographs, a lot of videos. ARRL also has a photo contest, which they're running photos and giving prizes out every month for activity that you've got a part of. Like I say, this is really a work in progress. As we get further along in this, we'll share more information. I think I'm going to get Jim to write an article for next month's e-news. Dave, can I call on you to talk a little bit about getting the club call? Go ahead with your question.
Oh, okay. Does it apply just to national park properties or national monument properties?
It's a monuments. There's 428 units throughout the country. So if you go on their website, it's called all the parks, all the units, all the monuments, everything's listed right there for you.
Okay.
Like I said, it's more information than you can put together, because there's just tons of pages on it.
I brought my map with me that shows all the park units and the little designators that are indicated on the 400 and some that are involved. And I'll put that up here in just a minute. But in order to use the club call sign, we can use it in several instances. So if someone's on vacation at the same time, someone goes to North Carolina, someone goes to Tennessee, we can have both parks being activated at the same time. We just need to have the correct designator on that file when I upload it to LOTW, so that the proper park gets the credit and the people who are chasing get the credit. So you can still activate it. You don't have to worry about doubling up unless you're in the same park at the same time. That would be the only issue we would really have. You can email your logs. It can either be paper logs or be ADFLs to me using my email address, which I think is on the form.
Yes.
Or we also have what we used a few years ago for the award at NFARL.org, which was when we were chasing the DXCC and those kind of awards. That email address still works. So if you have an ADIF file, you can email it to that address, and it will be forwarded to me, and I can upload that. So the other thing, like you see the link there on the bottom of the banner. That's a good link showing stations that have been activated and planning to be activated. There's also a pretty active Facebook page. If you've not seen that, it's very active and almost too active. And if you may have to turn it off, like Ed turned his off, I think he said, because he was just bombarded with information on that. But so if anybody wants to use a club call, let me know so that we aren't
going to do. And like Andersonville is a National Historic Site, then we have a scenic trail like Appalachian National Scenic Trail. So the list goes on. National Military Park at Chickamauga and Fort Frederica and others around the state. So that's what the park units are. They are not necessarily a park as we think of a park, but it's a service unit from the National Park System. Everybody make sure you get one of these before you leave if you haven't gotten one already. This is a sheet that Terry put together. And Dave's already mentioned about the Facebook page. I know you can't see this, but this is a screen print of what the Facebook page looks like. And there's a lot of activity on this, and it's good activity. It gives reports from all over the country, so it's real easy to get on it if you're on Facebook. It's a Facebook group, NPOTA, so National Parks on the Air. So if you want to add that to your Facebook, just go ahead and do that. And that's really all I have to add.
You just add one or two more things. Probably by spring, this is going to get hot. And there are going to be a lot of organizations, a lot of individuals in the parks, and there'll be a lot of pileups. So if you like working pileups, it'll be a great opportunity to practice for field day. Number one, a great opportunity there. When I talked about the club special event station, what we're going to be doing is honoring Founders Day, National Park Founders Day. It'll be the 100th year anniversary. We'll have a lot of pileups. Really have a good station set up for that weekend. And we're going to try to operate all bands, all modes. Yes?
You just answered my question.
Okay, there again, all this is work in progress. This is the first time we've had to put this thing together.
Is this mostly a sideband event?
I'm sorry?
Is this mostly a sideband event?
Not really. I mean, all the stations I've worked have been sideband, but you can work all modes. Everything applies except for aeronautical mobile. And one of the things I'm looking at is putting a boat in the Chattahoochee River and running maritime mobile with a club station. And there are also 3 islands on the Chattahoochee River in the park, and 2 of them have not been activated yet. One's up near the dam at Buford, and I'm going to try to activate both islands. So there should be a lot of activity in our area. Like I say, we'll give a report and try to keep everybody updated and get some more information out next month. Thank you.
Thank you. Mike Birmingham, Aries.
All right, Aries, my name's Mike, K4LJG, and I got 2 hats I'm wearing tonight. EC of the Aries and also the new vice president. So anyway, Aries with Net is meeting every Sunday night still at 8:30 p.m. And we're doing digital training virtually every Sunday night. And so if you're interested in digital training, okay, yeah. It says Wednesday night. We don't have a Wednesday night training. We were going to change that slide, but I guess it didn't get changed. But anyway, the digital is practice on Sunday night. And we usually have at least 1 or 2 people. Mike, 84MC, who's expert at this and can help you get you going.